Hello guys, glad to meet everyone who interested in investing on official Stock Talks channel, and it's time to review the latest week on JSE. What can I tell you? It was a very special week, a week of financial reports and shareholders meetings. Volatility was high, expectations are on the maximum, but it was not a week of decision making, but a week of summing up the results, calculating profits or losses, revaluing one's assets. And do you know what? It was the best week of the month on which top 40 index started moving up despite strong rand, and I believe investors should be pleased with result. Why? Let's see in this weekly review. So we have a lot of published reports and meetings, but a few of them were wonderful, and some company disappointed with the wheel numbers. Let's review the strongest and the weakest financial reports of the week. The strongest I call report of primary health properties. According to published information, in the first half of 2026, they reached net rental income with plus 123%, and profit after taxes was up 67%, largely due to last year's acquisition of Ashura. Adjusted EPS was up 9%. Although these figures were achieved as a result of the takeover of the British company Ashura, the primary health properties was able to capitalize on this and turn a profit. The company's shares rose 5% in a week, according to trading results. While not a huge increase, it's still significant, so investors can rest assured that this asset is still in the game. So which financial report is considered the weakest? Kumba Iron Ore's report. As it became known, their first half profit fell 41%. And the interim dividend was cut. The HEPS fell by 68%. The interim dividend fell by 2 times, while sales volumes fell by only 1%. That's a disaster. What happened? The decline was almost entirely external, not operational. The main blow came from the exchange rate. The rand strengthened by 11% against the dollar, so every dollar of ore revenue was converted into fewer rands. Revenue fell by 11%. At the same time, cash costs increased by 18% due to fuel, freight, and raw materials. The only good news is that the stocks didn't update their lows. Investors are in no rush to sell off shares at reduced prices that hit their lows last week. This is a case where you can say there's just nowhere further to fall. Guys, Stock Talk SA Premium membership isn't just a contribution or donation to the development of the investor community and this particular channel, but also access to additional features. Market heat map, director dealings alerts, personalized market recap, ads-free portfolio tracker, unlimited watch list. Premium and Stock Talk SA is your secret tool with daily investment tasks. You can try it for free for a limited period and decide if you need. Anyway, every single activated premium is a serious support for development of investors community. This week we have a king of dividends, Valterra Platinum. Seems like investments in precast metals becomes even more perspective. This company also reported about their results in half of the year and shocked the market by their decision to increase dividends by 29 times. This guys just realized they can do much more for their shareholders. Decision has been supported with strong numbers. Revenue plus 93% to R82 billion, HEP soared by 1,603%. This is the 18th consecutive dividend declaration since payments were restored in 2017. As a result, shares increased in price by more than 10% and, to my opinion, could be increased even more. Unbelievable. Best performance of the week among the stocks being tracked. South Ocean Holding gained 38.46% for the week, including plus 20% on the day at its peak. The growth coincides with 2 corporate events. The acquisition of Southern Atlantic Cables, a specialist electrical cable supplier, which gives the group entry into the Cape Town market. The company itself specializes in the production and distribution of low-voltage electrical cables, wires, and related materials. So this acquisition isn't diversification, but rather an expansion of its market presence. The deal was worth $5 million and was paid for by issuing approximately 59 million new shares at 98 cents. It was enough for such a little company to up by almost 40%, growing gradually each day. When you extend business to new market, we call it a development, so well-deserved growth. This is what we saw on JSE this week. Be sure to let us know in the comments which company impressed or disappointed you this week. What events do you think we missed? And of course, visit our investor community to chat and exchange opinions on what's happening in the market. This was Thabo. See you again on this channel and on Stock Talk SA. Bye-bye.